Hello world, I am woman, I am Asian American, and it is great to be seen and heard. My name is Hyepin Im, and I head up an organization called Faith and Community Empowerment. It was born out of the fact that during the LA riots, when our community was kicked down and crying, we were crying alone. On the $1 billion in property damage, over 40% were incurred by Koreans, and yet there was no one there to cry with us. I grew up with this desire, could there be a better way? And I saw this model of First AME Church that partnered through their nonprofit with the world, and the partners, whether it was government or corporations, now had a vested interest in the church's success. They were lauding the work of the church in rooms and places where God's rarely mentioned, where communities of color are not mentioned, and churches are not mentioned. And with that lauding, the church's influence grew, and they were welcome to the decision-making table. Something so much that we need for the Asian American community and also as Christians. So at this moment, I want to share some of the things that we have lamented since our start of this country. Did you know that the first Asian came to this continent in the 1500s as a Filipino, and yet we are considered still a perpetual foreigner? We represent the second largest minority population in the state of California, but we are repeatedly told we don't matter. Not on the PowerPoints, not on the talking points, definitely not on stage. And finally, we are told that our repeated victimhood of assaults, of being held at gunpoint, of being slapped, of being burned, of being told all kinds of things is not about racism. Someone had a very bad day. The aftermath of the coverage of the 8 lives lost, 6 of them being Asian women, where the police dehumanized and minimized our community, and in some ways demonized us, alluring to the fact that this may be places where sex is being promoted. It hurts my soul that the worldwide vigil that was held last night, that because of misogyny, because of poverty, that led some of these women to work in these places, that the family did not feel comfortable in having these victims' names lifted up. When will our day come? When will our cries be heard? When will we be seen? Psalm 37 says that we may weep through the night, but joy comes in the morning. Surely God has heard, God has seen the afflictions of our community, has heard our cries, have seen our sorrows, and have come to deliver us. This is our time. Someone said, we finally are important enough to be our turn. I think this is something that resonates with each one of us that here in this room. You know, though, when Moses led the people out of Egypt into the promised land, it was still not a done deal. We need to be vigilant. And I thank God for our partners. Just as Moses, tired in fighting the battle, and Aaron and Hur came side by side to hold his arms. I am so grateful for so many allies, and I want to acknowledge particularly the tension of history, the history of tension at times between the Black and Asian community. But I have to say, I was so heartened that so many allies, especially from the Black community, have called me, have used their social media platform to fight and be a voice for the Asian community. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And finally, I want to say again, a time has come. It is time for us to rise. Rise, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord shines upon you. The world is dark. There's darkness over the people. but the glory of the Lord shines upon us. Let us remember, let us rise, let us bless and be blessed. Let us be seen. God bless you.